All right, shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect brethren, teaching this word and pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So this is just going to be a response video to the video that Elder Apostle Kabar did, as in response, okay, to a video that Elder Apostle Tahar put up of Captain Tazariak, okay, basically, you know, he was fumbling, man, you know, um, in the video. Let me see here if I can find it. Right, but Salakia, I'm responding to these videos, Jake or fake, man. But these were inspired by the video with no, I have to put it up here because it'll make everything come together. Right, we're just gonna go to it so I can just pull it up on the screen because you know, in this video, this young man, okay, he was making a connection, okay, with Captain Tazariak until he said he was from Ghana. You know, he was like, well, just because you're intellectual, it doesn't mean uh, 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 it doesn't mean that you're an Israelite, that we the same. All right, but really, a lot of Ghanaians are Israelites, and that's simple. Part of the places where slaves were brought out of were from Ghana. Okay, were brought from these different parts of Africa, Western Africa, man, Central Africa also. So, you know, just to put my little spiritual 2 cents on it, so Laki, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull that video up on the screen. It's a short video, but I just wanted to, do a response video and then pull out a little bit of information, okay, and some scriptures. Lord willing, this is going to be just to be a quick live stream because I'm going to be headed off to go blow the trumpet at camp, in a few. So let's see here. Salakia. Let me just go to Elder Pastor Horse channel. GMS. Top two. Right? Right here, this video entitled West African or Israelites. Now, I will play this video, but sadly, it won't come through on the live. I guess I need some type of audio equipment or audio interface in order to get that. But as you can see in the middle here, there's a saw netter, right? Which he doesn't believe in this truth. All right. Uh, and then here you have a so-called Ghanian, this young man here, the so-called Ghanian, and then you have Tazariak, Captain Tazariak. So Captain Tazariak, he admits that he made a connection with him, right? Which this young man here is an Israelite, man. He said, well, my mom's from where did he say his mom was from? She was from some Western African. His mom was from Mali, and then his dad is Ghanaian, right? So the Ghanaians are Israelites, man, and it's obvious. It's obvious to see that. Um, and we have here two videos where which really I'm gonna go off of this one. daily edification, daily exhortation. Okay, the elder apostle Gabar, he said it's Jake or fake, Ghana boys, right? So the he plays this video of these so-called Ghanians dancing, man, and they're dancing like Jake, man. They got all the flavor and the rhythm of an Israelite, okay? Because we excel in dancing, man. Okay, we're the most liveliest people on the planet. All right, now one thing I wanted to harp on is also you have all these different you have all these different you know uh, uh people around the world who are listening to something you call Afrobeat, all right, or Afro beats, all right, which are two different genres, but they're kind of interconnected and connected to each other, man. So these are how would you say these are like equivalent to hip hop and R&B and all the different dance musics that happen over here in America, which is created by Jake, all right? And as a personal, personally, I've been around a lot of West Africans. I've tasted their food. I've danced with them. They dance. They're hell of a dancers, man. All right, and some of these South Africans also, man, Jake Israelites. Eating their food, dance with them, talk to them. They might have a slight accent or speak another language, man. But when you look at their behavior and the vibration that comes off of them, it's the vibration of an Israelite, man. So let me get this right here, this scripture right here. This is Exodus, right? Chapter 11 and verse 7. It says, "But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel." All right. So if out of all these different so-called Africans, all right, in Africa, all right, the most prevalent the the African the areas of Africa where that are separated from the rest is Western and Central Africa, man. Okay, they don't have the same culture, the same manners, the same customs as the rest of Africa. All right, when you look into it, a lot of these customs in Western Africa go back to the customs of the Israelites, man. Why? Because they're Israelites. All right, the custom of they call it um a levirate law, okay, which is a man dies and his the next of kin, his brother takes his wife, okay, to raise up seed unto him. That happens in a lot of these different Western countries. For example, right off the top of the head, in the country of Togo, all right, which is on the western coast of Africa. And I know people, all right, from Togo. I know people from Angola. I know people from Nigeria. You know, and they're definitely Jakes, man. Definitely. Okay. Even the food tastes like Jake. That flavorful food, man. Okay. The food tastes almost like food from Benjamin, man. The what so-called West Indians, which are Israelites. All right. Now I got that word in the Hebrew for difference, which is palah, which means to be distinct, marked out, be separated, be distinguished, be distinct, be separated, be distinguished, to be wonderful, right? So there you go. And one of the things that marked out our people was the law, statutes, and commandments, which our people was keeping a similitude or some of those laws in Western Africa, in Central Africa. All right. So there's a difference between an Israelite and a Hamite. Okay. But now today, under this guise of African, all right, they put it on everybody that lives in Africa, right? Which that was named after a Roman general, man, right? So the so-called Ghanaians, they're West African, man. Let me get another scripture. This is Exodus chapter 1 and verse 19. Right? It says, and the midwife said unto the Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, right? There's that difference, right? Even the so-called the so-called black women, the so-called Latino woman, Native American woman, all right. There's a difference. All right. Our people are more livelier than all the other people on the earth. For they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Right? So this is talking about when Pharaoh wanted to kill the firstborn. You know, those handmaids, they feared the Lord, so they didn't do as the Pharaoh asked. Right? But one thing that they pointed out is what? That they are lively, which that word here is chaya, which means life or lively. It says vigorous, lively, having vigor of life. All right. And that's evident. All right. The so called black woman, okay, whether she be in America or whether she be in West Africa, man, they're lively. And I know this personally because I used to date, or so to speak, a Nigerian woman. And she was most definitely just as lively as the so called black woman over here. All right. From Nigeria. The Nigerians are Israelites. The Ghanians are Israelites. All right. So, with that being said, I looked up, and I never looked this up before. Um, some of these genres of music I'm familiar with. I used to, play and dance to a lot of these musics, before getting into this truth. Uh, so this is an article on Wikipedia. It's called Afrobeat, right? Which this is the trending beat in West Africa, in parts of Europe, even here in America. Millions of people are listening to what should I say? Listen to Afro beats, which is the modern style. Afro beat is the basically where it all started, right? But these genre of music are very popular. And why are they very popular? Because our people are creating these genres of music, right? The scripture says, you know, yeah, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Uh, so like, I might have to come back, do a part two to this. Come back, do another video. But let me just get into the article. All right, this is Afrobeat. Is a music, Salakia. Yeah, Afrobeat is a music genre which involves a combination of elements of West African music styles such as Fuji music, Yoruba, right? The Yoruba are the so-called Nigerians, a tribe from so-called Nigerians from Nigeria, and high life with American funk and jazz influences, with with focus on chanted vocals, complex intersecting rhythms, and percussions. The term was coined in 1960s by Nigerian multi instrumentalist and band leader Fela Kuti, right? Which, hey, he's a Jake, right? Bring the he's a Jake, man. It says, who is responsible for pioneering and popularizing the style both within and outside of Nigeria. So people inside of Nigeria and outside of Nigeria was listening to this music, man. Which is when you listen to it, just as the apostle was saying in this video here, when you listen to it, it makes you want to dance, man. And I and another brother in this camp, in the GMS Pittsburgh camp, brother Isaiah or Azariah, he can attest that these Afro beats really they make uh they're infectious, so to speak, man. They make you want to dance when you hear them, right? Because they're lively. Um, right. So now that's the old schools or the origins of Afrobeat, and then you have something called Afro beats, all right, plural, which this is, Afro beats, also known as Afro pop, Afro fusion, is an umbrella term to describe popular music with West Africa and the diaspora that initially developed in Nigeria and Ghana, right? And the UK in the 2000s, 2010s. Afro beats is less of a style per se and more of a descriptor for the fusion of sounds, right? So these different distinct sounds and polyrhythms, which came from Jake, man. You know, here's the part I wanted to get, man, because a lot of people are listening to this music around the world. Some of these different genres that they have listed here, all right, for these beats in the 21st century, all right, in the 2000s is house music. You got Afro house music. I've listened to that before. Hip life. Sorry, yeah, hip life, hip hop, dance hall, which that's that madness that that Benjamin's doing in Jamaica. Soca, which Benjamin also came up with. Juju music, high life, R&B, and Dombolo, which is from Congo, Congolese music. Um, Niger beats, Azonto, which is from Ghana, which is very popular, Azonto, right? All these popular musics, man. You know, the scripture does say, "Sing us a song of Babylon," man. They want our people to coon and buffoon for them, man, and that's what a lot of our people do. They sell out in order to get this fame, right? But nonetheless, these Ghanaians are Israelites, man. Right? Here's the origin of Afro beats. Afrobeat began in Ghana in early 1920s. During the time, Ghanaian musicians incorporated foreign influences like the foxtrot and calypso with Ghanaian rhythms, right? Calypso also going back into the islands, like Osibi Saba Fante. High life was associated with the local African aristocracy during the colonial period. It was played by numerous bands, including the Jazz Kings, Cape Coast Sugar Babies, and Accra Orchestra, along with country's coast. Nigeria later joined the Afrobeat wave in the late 60s, led by Fela Kuti. So the origin of these Afrobeats um, was from Ghana, man. All right, and you can look up these different videos or songs where you got different Ghanaians and West Africans dancing, man, and you can see, man, they are Jake. You can't fake Jake, man. All right, so just was a quick video. Lord willing, I'm gonna come back and do another video going into the different customs and cultures that distinguish the so-called West Africans from the other Africans. Okay, distinguish the Israelites from the Hamites, right, which was the law, right? So with that, this is just a quick live stream. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah HaKodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.